Look up at the night sky. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on every beach on Earth. And around many of those stars, planets, billions of them, some just like ours. So here's the question that has haunted scientists for decades. Where is everybody? In 1950, physicist Enrico Fermi sat down for lunch with his colleagues and asked a simple question. If the universe is so big and so old, 13.8 billion years old, the odds of us being the only intelligent life are almost impossible. Our galaxy alone has 400 billion stars. Even if only 0.1% of them have planets capable of supporting life, that's still 400 million planets. And our galaxy is just one of 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. The numbers scream that alien life should exist. So why have we never heard a single signal? Not one message, not one visit, nothing. That's the Fermi Paradox. So scientists came up with possible explanations. The scariest one is called the Great Filter. The idea is this: somewhere between dead rock and galaxy-traveling civilization, there is a wall, a filter, something so difficult to survive that almost no species makes it past it. Maybe it's the jump from single cell to complex life. Maybe it's the invention of nuclear weapons. Or maybe it's something we haven't discovered yet. Here's the terrifying part. If the Great Filter is behind us, we got lucky. We already passed the hardest part. But if the filter is ahead of us, then humanity is on a countdown we don't even know about. Another theory is called the dark forest. Imagine the universe as a dark forest. Every civilization is a hunter, moving silently through the trees. Because here's the logic. If you find another life form, you can never truly know if they're friendly. And if you reveal yourself first, you might not get a second chance. So every civilization that survives does so by staying completely silent, hiding. And any civilization that broadcasts its location gets eliminated. This would explain everything. The silence isn't empty, it's strategic. But maybe the answer is simpler, and in some ways even more mind-blowing. Maybe we're early. The universe is 13.8 billion years old, but it's still young. Most stars being born today will live for trillions of years into the future. The civilizations that will dominate the universe might not exist yet. We could be among the very first intelligent beings to ever look up at the stars and ask this question. The pioneers of consciousness in a universe that hasn't woken up yet. And then there's the theory that makes you look over your shoulder. What if they're already here and we just can't recognize them? A civilization millions of years ahead of us wouldn't look like spaceships and little green men. They might exist as pure information. They might operate on scales we can't perceive, inside stars, or manipulating dark matter. To us, they'd be invisible, like an ant trying to understand a smartphone. Or maybe they're watching, waiting for us to reach a certain level before making contact. Like a nature reserve, observing but never interfering. This is called the zoo hypothesis. The Fermi paradox doesn't have an answer yet, and that silence, that cosmic quiet, is either the most comforting or the most terrifying thing in the universe. Comforting because maybe we are special. Maybe life is rare, and we are something extraordinary in an empty universe. Terrifying because the silence might mean something is coming, or that something already came and didn't make it. We've only been broadcasting radio signals for about 100 years. In cosmic terms, we just turned on our light for the very first time. The question is, who's going to see it